Welcome back to Grammar Lab, a warm corner of the Lingua Loom, where words become stories and grammar becomes art. Today, we're exploring something magical, something that can change the entire focus of a sentence. Active versus passive voice. The story of a sentence. Imagine a sentence as a little scene in a film. There's a character, there's an action, and there's someone or something receiving that action. This character, the one performing the action, is our subject. The receiver is the object. And the action is the verb. But here's the plot twist. We can tell the same scene in two completely different ways. Example. Active. The cat chased the mouse. Passive. The mouse was chased by the cat. One sentence places the spotlight on the cat. The other places the spotlight on the mouse. Same truth, different story. Now let's discuss active voice. The hero leads the way. Active voice is simple, clean, direct. It's the kind of writing you find in action novels, news headlines, clear instructions, and strong statements. Formula is subject plus verb plus object. It feels alive. Listen to these examples. First, the teacher explains the lesson. Second, the artist paints the mural. Third, the river shaped the valley. Fourth, the audience applauded the actor. Fifth, the scientist discovered the cure. The subject is front and center. There is no confusion about who's doing what. Now let's discuss passive voice, when the spotlight shifts. But sometimes, the story asks for another tone. Something softer, something where the action matters more than the doer. Or where the doer shouldn't even appear. That's where passive voice enters. Formula is object plus form of be, plus past participle plus, optional, by plus subject. Examples. First, the lesson is explained by the teacher. Second, the mural is being painted by the artist. Third, the valley was shaped by the river. Fourth, the actor was applauded by the audience. Fifth, the cure was discovered by the scientist. Passive voice isn't wrong, it's a different storytelling choice. Let me tell you a secret. Passive voice has a bad reputation, but it exists because writers need it. Here's why. 1. When the doer is unknown. Example, my wallet was stolen. You don't know who stole it. 2. When the doer is obvious. Example, the thief was arrested. Who arrests thieves? Police. The doer doesn't need mention. 3. When the doer is unimportant. Example, the room is cleaned daily. You don't care who cleans it, just that it is cleaned. 4. To sound formal or scientific. Example, the chemical was heated to 80 degrees Celsius. Science loves passive voice because it centers the process, not the person. 5. To be polite. Example, your request has been approved. Passive voice softens the tone. 6. To hide responsibility. Example, mistakes were made. A classic political survival trick. The action happened, but by whom? No one knows. Passive voice isn't just grammar. It's psychology, pragmatics, social positioning, tone control, power dynamics. You think passive voice is just one type? Let's see the full picture. 1. Simple passive. Example, the letter was written. 2. Continuous passive. Example, the letter is being written. 3. Perfect passive. Example, the letter has been written. 4. Modal verb passives. Examples, the work must be finished. The rules can be changed. 5. Get passive used in spoken English. Examples, he got hurt. She got promoted. 6. Stative versus dynamic passive. Examples, the door is closed. State, the door is being closed. Action. Now let's discuss that. How to convert active to passive and passive to active voice. Step 1. Identify subject, verb, object. Active. The chef cooked the meal. Subject. The chef. Verb. Cooked. Object. The meal. Step 2. Move the object to the front. The meal. Step 3. Add the correct form of be. The meal was. Step 4. Use the past participle. The meal was cooked. Step 5. Add, by plus subject, optional. The meal was cooked by the chef. That's it. Every conversion follows this pattern. Important grammar notes. Not every sentence can become passive. Only sentences with transitive verbs can. Sleep, arrive, run, these cannot form passive. Passive voice changes tense, not meaning. Example, active, the kids were playing a game. Passive, a game was being played by the kids. Sometimes, by plus subject, sounds unnatural and is dropped. Nobody says, he was born by his mother. We just say, he was born. Now let's discuss when passive voice outperforms active voice. Let's flip the narrative. Passive voice is not always weaker. Sometimes it's better. Mystery writing, scientific papers, news reporting, polite emails, when focusing on the receiver. Poetry, suspense, formal descriptions, when hiding the doer is strategic. Example, a secret message was delivered. Much more mysterious than, someone delivered a secret message. Now let's discuss where students make mistakes. Let's clean up the common confusion. Using wrong, beat, form. The song is sang, wrong. The song is sung, right. Using present participle instead of past participle was writing as active continuous was written as passive. Forcing passive where it doesn't exist. She sleeps, it cannot be passive. Keeping both subject positions. The cake was eaten by she. It's wrong. The cake was eaten by her. It's right. Practice time. Okay, your turn. Pause the video and convert these. Someone stole my car. They are building a new bridge. She has written a beautiful poem. The storm destroyed the village. The company will announce the results tomorrow. Answers. My car was stolen. A new bridge is being built. A beautiful poem has been written by her. The village was destroyed by the storm. The results will be announced tomorrow. So now you know, sentence voice isn't a rule. It's a choice. A storytelling tool. A way to shift emotions, focus, tone, and meaning. Use it wisely, and your English will shine with clarity and elegance. This was active versus passive. Change the voice, change the story. From Grammar Lab, on the Lingua Loom. See you in the next lesson. Stay curious, stay creative, stay cozy.